Okay then, today we're having some fun going around Celestic Town. There's this odd old lady talking about odd spacemen at the ruins. Apparently you need to be young to get your pets to kill people. Doesn't really make any sense, but it's Pokemon. You might notice little inscriptions of Palkia and Dialga on the plates there. I thought that was a nice touch. So here's a generic grunt guy. He has a bug. Raise your hand if you saw that coming. Yeah, one-shotted by aerial ice. Not, double its level, super effective stab. It's not pretty at all. And then it has a cooler, but nonetheless inferior Pokemon, who is still less than half of Starsky's level and is once again weak against a super effective stab move. So yeah, I'm not too impressed with Team Galactic right now. And he gives you like $10, I think, is the exchange rate there. And Crazy Lady comes and says something. This is apparently the grandma person that Cynthia was talking about. I wish they'd give you a better picture of the old shop. Maybe they do, and I never looked at it on here. And then more ruins, which somehow have really modern-looking stairs. And this inscription here is still sorta up to debate about the creation of the Pokemon universe and all that. The three are, if the inscriptions are anything to observe, are Uxie, Azelf, and Mesprit. But there's some controversy about what the other Pokemon they're discussing are. She gives you Surf, which is excellent water move. I prefer it over Hydro Pump personally. But you can't use it outside of battle until you beat Fantina. Oh, it's the crazy guy who wants to destroy the universe. He basically says nothing in a bunch of words. Villains are good at doing that. And here's a weird shrine thing that reminds me of the shrines in Ilex Forest that were dedicated to Celebi. I really wish they'd release Celebi in the US versions of those games. I think technically Celebi is still impossible to get a legitimate US version of. I think you can only get it in Japanese. Yeah, checking out the shop, nothing useful, apparently. Some spiffy balls, but we're not using them in this run. There's some trainers out there, but I'm doing them probably next segment, I don't remember. It's a weird tree formation. Celestic Town in general is kind of weird. And then we do some fidgeting with, Bibarel gonna teach us Surf, I believe. I don't know if I do it now or just do I do it now. Yeah, this is dynamic, interesting dialogue here. So interesting. It doesn't really matter. If I actually cared about this Bibarel, I'd erase Water Gun, but and that wraps up this segment. Boring, except for the interesting plot stuff, which nobody cares about. Seriously, nobody cares about that. I'll see you some other time. Bye.